How's it going, bros? My name is PewDiePie, and today we're gonna be drawing some more graffiti cyborgs. JK, JK, not true. Stream lighting, give me a second. How's it going, bros? How's it going, bros? How's it going, bros? Maybe one day. Okay. There we go. Now you guys should have a better view. Wait, what's the tablet reset? You think I'm muted? No. I think you have muted me in your browser. Oh, wait, you can't hear that. Yeah. That's what I thought. I even did your bit. All good, your app crashed. Yeah. You can check the VOD. I do my best PewDiePie impression for like 30 seconds at the beginning of this one. Pen tablet mapping. Express keys left. Force proportions. Yes. Man, I'm noticing now just how much I'm compressing my, or I'm limiting my drawing space, because I have like a, come on, where are we at? Here we at. I have a very wide monitor. So to make the drawing surface of my tablet very wide as well to match the proportions, I'm actually losing like 30% of the space I have on my drawing tablet. Maybe I should find a way to optimize that, because that means I'm drawing like really small. I'll think about that. Well, because if I have a very wide monitor, like this is more than 16:9. So if I map all of that to the entire tablet, you know, like a circle here, suffering from success? What do you mean? A circle here would be like, yeah, squished when it appears up here. That's bad. Can't do that. That's what I'm saying. It's a big ass white screen. So I have to sacrifice this bottom tablet space. Pretend like it doesn't exist, right? And just draw within this area that matches the ratio here. Are you saying having a big ass widescreen is success? I liked my drawing setup. But I have a small problem with that. Alternatively, oh, but okay. Tablet area. Screen area. Portion. Give me a second. We'll see if I'm cooking. Give me a second. Give me a second. Because what I'm thinking that I might do is just map my we're not gonna show you guys. wait, actually we could. Just map my tablet to like this area of my screen, and then any like options and shit, I just adjust those with my mouse. I think that's what I'm gonna do. So any of this shit, I'm gonna pivot to being like a mouse Andy for that. And then anytime I'm drawing. Oh, it didn't work yet. That's gonna be the plan. Anytime I'm drawing, I'm on the tablet. Okay, so something like that. Didn't do it yet. Oh, that was the wrong pen. You do the mapping depending on the pen. That's crazy. Give me a second, I'm very close. It's a little bit fidgety because the window in which I'm doing these adjustments is very small. So it's a lot of precision clicking. I'm so close. Oh, that feels different all of a sudden. I have to draw big. Because I've gotten used to drawing small. But this is good. This is better for my shoulder, my wrist health. Drawing big is better. Give me a second to like feel it out. I think it's just a good change. And then every time I'm adjusting settings, like I said, we'll be a mouse warrior. And then anytime I'm drawing, I'm a pen warrior. The mouse is stronger than the pen. Wait, no. The pen is stronger than the mouse, I think. Okay, that's maybe a little bit fucked up. I'm gonna fix that real quick. Cool. Now I can access the entire drawing space. With my pen. And also, I'm sacrificing way less tablet space. So I get to draw bigger, which better for wrist health. Cool, cool, good change, good change. It could be optimized further, but I won't do that here on stream. We're gonna get started on some drawing. Well, on some rendering, actually. What is this layer? Nothing. This layer is nothing. This layer is the glow, though. That's important to have on a separate layer. Okay. Yeah, I believe we got to this gauntlet here. We'll We'll see what this does to my workflow, because now every time I want to switch brushes, I have to use my mouse, and every time I want to say hide or unhide a layer, I have to reach for my mouse as well. But it's way better than drawing real cramped, I think, either way. Okay. Oh, color picking as well. Or like not color picking, but not from the image, but within my hue square. That'll be mouse now. Interesting, interesting. Oh, it's funny. I need to get used to it. Like, I'm feeling like my mark's a little lethargic. They're not going as far as they were just a second ago, before the rebinding. Okay. I have how much to do? Like the graffiti effects, I'm almost fine leaving them like how they are. They don't need to be more polished than that. The board needs a little bit of work. This gauntlet needs a lot of bit of work. Should all be doable within the amount of time we have today. As long as I don't move just like super duper slow. So let's try to not do that. Today, I watched the first 20 minutes of Oppenheimer. I didn't see that one when it was in theaters. I never did Barbenheimer. Only caught Barbie as well when it went to streaming. And then Oppenheimer has just been a little bit slower to do that exact same thing. See, I mean, first 20 minutes seems like it's a pretty good movie. I did not recognize RDJ for like the first, I want to say 5 minutes. Also, obviously, a very different role for him. Coming off of essentially just Iron Man, right? I'm not liking how that's looking. Who would give me some good answers for this? Find some of my industrial design kings, maybe some of the ones that use 3D. I don't know, highlights on flat metal are still one of those things that confuse me a little bit. I said 3D. Give me some 3D. Not a lot of 3D in the artists that I follow. I'm just remembering now. Right, okay, I guess, so I have flat shiny metal. I guess the standard would be that you're kind of just like fully lit. No plane change. Only change across the surface is like distance from the local light. I guess that kind of makes the most sense to me. It looks decidedly unshiny, and it kind of is. Like, it's a medium shiny metal. If it were really shiny, of course, we'd get like just like almost one-to-one the same colors in here, and then like whatever is the color of the surroundings, which probably aren't this blue, but you know. But since we're dealing with like a not that shiny material, it's kind of like that. Cool. Sensing a little bit of tiredness coming on. Well, it's been a whole day. Been up for 13 whole hours. Can you believe that? Damn, that's so long. That's not a damn. I just went climbing too. Which that's probably more what's making me real tired right now. Or like what's really hitting me. Oh, I gotta start the TikTok live too. Beep boop. Go live. What did I call it? Draw this in your style. Extrapalooza. Lmao. I mean, I did set up like a crazy rendering task with this hand, so, but we're just gonna do what we've been doing for the rest of the design as well, which is like, just keep the rendering pretty low key, and pretty like implied as well. Little bit of shine to this rubber boot. Not too much. Great, amazing, amazing. I'm sorry. I'm feeling the music. I'm getting in the zone. Okay, so I've kind of decided now that this light is mainly pink. So if I hit this green with a mainly pink light, it's gonna get way desaturated. Something like that. And then transition into, as we get further away, a darker and more saturated green. I'm not buying these shapes on the fingers. It's like a little bit better in like the bare minimum sense. And then hit some of these squares with, oh, it's more the dark color actually. All right, I'm like, what's the bare minimum we need for this to read as metal? I think most of it we already have. It's like we need a dramatic highlight versus shadow, or not highlight versus shadow, but light value versus dark value difference. We need it to be really dark where it's reflecting darkness, and really bright where it's reflecting brightness, where it's reflecting our light source. Like, I kind of think we have most of what we need. For that hand to kind of work. Maybe we could have like a third value for the metal where it's like if it's a little bit of a rougher metal, we'll get a little bit more of a mid-tone here as well. All right. That's 1 hour down, 2 to go. Admittedly, a little bit more tired this stream than I would have wanted to. But we're not gonna spend forever on this piece, even if that means leaving some of it a little bit worse than what I would have liked it to be. So like, I know I can do better than this on a good day, but we gotta move on. We gotta move on. One thing I want to do real quick is just differentiate the. This is supposed to be a different material. This is supposed to be like rubber covering the thumb here. And I don't know, I just want to make sure that that feels like a different material. if this green material is just a little bit reflective, I think we could still get a little bit of the pink in here. Cool, and then I want to clean up this edge real quick. But that's kind of the most important stuff in here. I'm like, what else is new? What else is there to talk about? I'm blanking a little bit. It's been a long active day, so sometimes you end up blanking on stuff like that. Internship's been quiet. I'm waiting for a new assignment. Still have my stuff in for, like, waiting for client approval. So actually yesterday I had a day where I was like, oh, I can get all of my personal art done. Finally, I can do so much personal art. And either I fumbled it and didn't get any work done, or maybe I just needed a little bit of rest, and then I got some of that done. So that was quite nice. Just getting like a little bit of time where I didn't have like an urgent internship delivery to think about. I still have like a personal piece or two that I need to find time for. Or actually, specifically, I have this, I'm drawing a tattoo for a friend. And that one, I need to find time for soon. I have an infinite amount of potential personal pieces I could do. But that's a little bit of a cop-out to say. I don't know if I've any like lined up, any specific ones that I know I want to do right now. And of course, stream is like personal pieces too, right? The big thing is I want to get into drawing some more, period, but also drawing some more, just drawing some more, but also drawing some more comics pages specifically. And for that reason, I have started a couple of comics projects with people I know, but they're still in the design phase. So specifically, one of the bigger personal projects that I've got coming up that will be happening on stream as well is like designing comic book characters for one of these projects that I've started with friends and family. And then at some point, once all those designs are done, I get to start drawing the dang comic. So that's gonna be nice. Cool. Leave it, leave the hand, leave the arm. It's like fine. Legs here. I think that these pants would catch a little bit of light from his very glowy graffiti spray over there that I've decided is like a secondary light source. But this is way too much. It's just we're just talking a little bit. Something like that. And remember, the plan is definitely to paint out some of the lines, but we don't need to paint out all of them. Okay, so a little bit of light from both sides here. You know, that other day when I was real tired, what did help a little bit was that cup of tea. I think I will be making myself one of those. I'll be back in like 5 minutes. See you in a bit. Yeah, I don't know. We're technically back. I have my cup of tea. We're physically back. Are we mentally back? That's the question. We're gonna figure that out. You know, I really wanted to wrap this one today. Maybe we can do it. Just the more I'm feeling, the further we're getting into it, the more I'm feeling tired, the more I'm feeling, well, this is gonna be a tricky one. Okay, chat, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna commit to another half hour of trying. No matter how bad, no matter how bad a job we'll be doing of trying, we're committing to half an hour of trying. And then once that one is over, I will allow myself to end the stream if that's the vibe at that point. Who knows? Maybe we'll lock the fuck in over this half hour and then never want to stop. Would you rather fight? Would you rather fight one horse-sized duck or 30 duck-sized horses? Thanks for asking, brain. This is one of the classics, like one of the classic stupid would you rathers that I've never gotten out of my head. It has to be. It absolutely has to be 30 duck-sized horses. No? That has to be like the correct answer. Because anything horse-sized is gonna beat you in a fight. There's no way. Well, beat me in a fight. There's no way. This, I was gonna say like a human being. There's no way like your average human being can take on like anything horse-sized in a fight. So it's gotta be 30 duck-sized horses. That also just doesn't sound very bad, right? Because you could just like, I don't know, like kick them or something. I think you'd be fine. Duck-sized. Yeah, what the hell are horses that small gonna do to you? Nothing. Nothing's the answer. Can't do anything. That's like way too much. I don't know, you guys. I'm not doing very good work. Like even the little work that I'm getting done right now. All right, I'll stop complaining. We said 30 minutes of locking in. Yes, swallow the sneeze. Don't let the evil sneeze out into the world. Sneeze on the inside instead. Sneeze inwardly. Let it give you all sorts of like crazy medical conditions. Don't you think that like if you actually sneezed inwardly? I don't think that's what happens when you swallow a sneeze. That would super tank your health. I think so. Okay. Gold gets really shiny or really bright where it's hit by the spray paint. How does this look on the white background? I think that's how I'm going to present it. It looks like a lot of contrast. So honestly, I was all like, oh, I'm doing such a poor job of rendering this guy. I think it might have been like a misunderstanding on my part that I need to render all of him. I think we can reasonably let a lot of this just kind of be the way it is. Like maybe make this glow a bit more. The light on the hoverboard. Same thing with this disc. And then make sure that the gold, like, my point is, I think there's a way to go super simple and like kind of finish the rest of the piece with like, I don't know, like 20 brush strokes or something. I'm just saying like a really low amount of work could probably get us there to a point that is like acceptable enough for me to move on to the next thing. Or that actually works because it's simple. Like, I don't have to render all this shit. I can just like imply the render. Nice, nice. A little bit of some kind of movement. Hue and value across the green in the board would be nice as well. And then this leg back here. Like give it like a top plane and a side bottom plane. And you know, like apart from like finishing flourishes, I think that's kind of enough. I think it's in this file that I have, this file I'm opening, that I have the tags. It is indeed. And well, specifically this one. That goes on there. Do I have the, excuse me? Here it is. Give me just that one. And it's just like wrapping that, like liquefying that so it wraps around, making sure that it's small enough. And then like making sure that like there's like little steps and disconnections in it when it meets folds in the fabric, folds in the pants, steps a little bit back and forth. Put it on like a multiply. I'm like, obviously there's so much of this piece that's not resolved. But I kind of think that's fine. Wait, where's my... Oh no. At some point I deleted the glowy eyes. Oh no. Okay. Last resort version up. Hope that I forgot to save. Open the last version. Yes! We forgot to save. Okay, so this one, layer 27. Yeah, what happened here? Oh, I just moved it off the layer. How does this look if we remove everything else? If we just let it like stand on its own. You're back. All right. Well, you missed a bunch. I think I'm about willing to call it. No, it's not fully resolved. Yes, there's plenty of extra rendering I could do if I really like rendering. Really? That's how I read that. Really? It's done? It's done now? I mean the drawing, yeah. Well, that's the other thing you missed, is I am having a tired ass stream, so yes, I'm also about ready to call the stream. Now I get to read like that. Really? So many messages you can read from one text message. No, I think it's kind of good enough. Like I kind of like that a lot of it isn't fully resolved, and you know, you want that. Is it because you wasn't here to entertain me? Who knows? I mean, I did have like a long day of doing stuff, and now I'm just very tired. I think it's mostly that. No, but you're like, an important thing when you want to finish an image, right, is have a discrepancy between how rendered it is in like the focal points and how rendered it is in the less focal points. And well, we have that discrepancy right now. Or I guess that's an easy way to make an image look more finished without making it look overwhelming. We have that right now. And then you could do like another full render pass on all of it. Or this could just kind of be the image. I'm kind of ready for this to just kind of be the image. One sec, getting the pasta out of the water. Just doing my exports now of all the different iterations that I've done for the piece. Is it better with... There's no way, right? I think it just needs to be like cleanly presented on like a white background. I think that's the best we can do. I don't think it needs this stuff. I also rarely present just cleanly on white. So, you know, why not? Why not take the opportunity to do that? I do want to quickly find the sketches. It's really just sketch. Yeah, it's really just the big guy is the other option I considered going with. Yeah, and then this. I'm just gathering materials for the posting of the piece. It makes sense to have like a little early version of the drawing, a little sketch. I really like the menacing vibe with the lighting I've put on him. Give me a second, I gotta find him. Gotta find him for me to know. Well, for everybody to know what we're talking about. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I wanted to try something new with the lighting rather than just the same 45 degree from the side, 45 degree from above that I always do. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I'm just kind of maybe I want to do a little bit of like a color dodge on the paint. A color dodge, he said, and then this needs to be through. Oh, that should be above the paint for that to work. I guess it's already fully saturated. I can't really color dodge it much. Didn't think about that. What I can color dodge is this hand if I want to, just a little bit. Yeah, I'm really ready to call it done. I'm also really quite tired. And I think it is good enough. I think it is good enough for the purpose that I want it to serve. I want to do more and other drawings. And I also want to sleep. So I think that this is gonna be it for real. Yes. Yay, we did it. We did everything we wanted to do today, which was the original goal of finishing this guy up, and then the secondary goal I added today of ending early and sleeping. So all Jacobs are happy. All Jacobs are happy. All he has to do is let it go, man. And he's so close. Here it is, final export, no take backsies. Thanks for hanging out, thanks for stopping by. And this will be the end of a bit of a shorter stream today. It happens. But thanks for being here. Finish the project, check. Put the gnome to sleep, check. Purgatory, affirmative. You're crazy. Thanks for joining the stream.